We are back on board the Norwegian Star. As you saw, it was kind of interesting. I've never had something like happen before, but we docked this morning, and then basically after about an hour, they offloaded a lot of provisions for the island for the day, and then we pulled off the dock, and that's when the Aqua came in. She was a little bit later after we were, so pulled off the dock and came all the way out here for tendering, and then actually the tendering operations are like right outside our door, or not door, but window. But cool stuff. Anyways, it's about 11 o'clock, so we are gonna just kind of hang around the ship here a little bit. I think we might go back to Oceans for lunch again. It's been like our favorite place to grab food is Oceans, especially because it is complimentary and included in the cruise fare, so that's always a nice bonus. Anyways, just go hang around the ship and enjoy our day here at Great Stirrup Cay and on board the Norwegian Star. Very beautiful day out there, though. We're gonna walk around the ship and go to Oceans at some point.
Oceananigans.
Oceananigans. I was just telling him La Cucina is kind of like laughable on this ship just because of how large of an area it is. This is it.
I've been on this ship for 3 days and I never knew this was here.
It's kind of like tucked underneath all of this.
I never looked here. Wow.
And then like the Aqua restaurant is tucked back there, but like this is the only way to get to it.
Can we just start, ladies and gentlemen?
And it's nothing against the ship or anything like that. It's just like one of those things where it's like, oh, it took us a while to find this. I find myself like getting lost on this more than I do on the mega ships.
Yeah,
which is weird.
A little bit.
Which is kind of weird. I find myself very easily able to navigate, a Freedom class, Oasis class, even the Breakaway Plus ships, the Icon class. Like those are so much easier to get around than this for some reason.
The Freedom class is the best class to navigate ever, I think.
Yes. Although, I mean, it's not that this is difficult or anything like that. I actually like the layout of the ship. It's just like weird getting used to something this small, I think, but...
Smaller ships have more intimate areas like this, and I like it.
Yes.
We found more of La Cucina. Hold on.
I stand corrected on my previous statement. There's more in here.
So I'll edit my part out.
Some lunch here at Oceans, just a little bit before noon, so we're just a little bit before noon, so it's not too crowded yet, which is always nice. Plus there's a lot of people out on the island right now. Alright, lunchtime again. Bacon cheeseburger, french fries, and some pretzel bites. They're basically getting the same thing every time, but it's also very good.
Keep my sandwich heated right now in the sun.
It is very toasty right here. We asked for with the island view, but it is a little toasty right here. Alright, what do we got on the dinner menu for tonight? Okay,
I'm going.
French onion soup.
Prosciutto. I'm going.
Entrees, wait.
Oh.
So we got... shrimp Alfredo, dang it.
What do we got? Cool thing about here on Norwegian Star is they like to foreshadow a lot. Even though the ship was built in 2001, it's foreshadowing a ship that was built exactly 24 years later. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Norwegian Aqua. Still zooming in, still zooming in, still zooming in. Yeah, that's Aqua. It's crazy. The foreshadowing on here is insane.
chilling in the room for here just a little bit. I'm gonna continue walking around the ships, just kind of hang out and just enjoy the sea day vibe. Or I guess it's not a sea day. It's not a sea day, is it?
I mean, we're technically at sea.
I guess we're not docked
We're free
right now.
at sea.
But we're just kind of enjoying our day here on board the ship, and we're gonna do another live stream like we did yesterday. We're gonna do one here after we set sail. That way, I have enough cameras. By doing that during sailaways would be cool, but I just don't have enough cameras or anything to set it up with. So anyway, you probably have already seen that at this point. If you didn't, go check it out if you want to. We just are going to walk around the ship and kind of chat with you guys and see how you guys are doing. And then going to go head on to dinner. We're going to go to the main dining room tonight, which I think is the Versailles restaurant. So we're going to do that tonight, which is going to be really nice. Small little rain cloud. It was sprinkling a little bit earlier, but that's one of the tenders that are right down below us there. And then there's one waiting to drop off some passengers. They're definitely full. I think everybody's starting to make their way back on board now that it's about 4 o'clock. So yeah, I guess it's, what, 30 minutes till all aboard?
Yeah.
There it goes again. Prepping ourselves for departure way out there, not the little long tanker, but just off to the right is the getaway. And then of course we got the Aqua right there in front of us, and we should all be setting sail here within the next probably 15 to 20 minutes. Same with all the Royal Caribbean ships over there at Coco. And there's the Oasis ships over there. We're way over here.
We're cool.
We're like in the middle of the two islands. We're not even like anchored offshore. We're like anchored between the other islands.
I don't mind. It's a good view.
It is pretty cool. There's the Aqua again. We've kind of been shifting our forward positions, so we might be starting to position ourselves to head out here, but it looks like we got a tender coming in here.
Full of land lovers. Arr.
Alright, there goes our last tender, or it's what presumed to be our last tender. So it looks like, and I think we just boarded the pilot as well. So we're gonna watch sailaways here. I know we've been watching from like a little bit further down on the ship, but might as well watch it from up here, change it up, right? Even though that's always the weird part about anchoring is like, all right, time to sail away. It's not like we're watching anybody untie us or anything like that. All right, we're not really moving, but I do see the thrusters. There's a little bit of prop wash going on at the bottom there in the water. But same with Wonder, so she might be underway here pretty soon as well. Alright, as you heard, that was the horn battle between Wonder and Oasis of the Sea. So we're actually going to head towards the back instead, where our usual spot is. We were going to try something different, but now that those two are heading off the dock, they're going to cross behind us. So we're going to go check that out. Also, that doesn't look too good.
Uh-oh.
That is a certified Dimitri uh-oh. Shout out Dimitri. There's a big old patch of rain coming in over there. But there's Wonder coming off the dock. Oh, she's really off the dock now. Underway. We probably can't tell by now, but we're kind of spinning the nose of the ship out. But we've got Wonder crossing behind us right now. So we've got that little rain patch heading in this way, but then we've got Wonder Wonder and Oasis are both already underway, which is insane. They're really close to each other. Bro's playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, which I don't blame him because that's a great game. But anyways, we are done with our sailaways. Now we're ready for dinner. We actually, a little bit of time has passed, about an hour has passed. We did do a live stream as we were coming by the Oasis as well. So if you, typically we do actually live stream the sailaways from Port Canaveral, almost like a little webcam as they sail away. Every single weekend, but we are doing live streams while we're on board the ship. Obviously, those are all in the past tense once you're seeing this, but we do live stream not only every weekend for Port Canaveral sailaways, but we try to live stream while on board these cruises as well. So we have Norwegian Luna coming up next here for the channel, so we're going to try to live stream a little bit more on that ship as well. But tonight we are heading to the main dining room, the Versailles main dining room. Tonight we're going to try to get ourselves a meal here for dinner. So once Caleb finishes up playing some Donkey Kong there, we're going to grab some dinner. All right, we're hanging out in the Bliss Lounge. We got about a 20-minute wait for our dinner tonight in the Versailles restaurant, which is right outside of here. But we're in the Bliss Lounge hanging out, enjoying some live music all the way up there, and having a good time. All right, French onion soup. We got ourselves some Alfredo. What'd you get?
Chicken cordon bleu.
Ah, very cool. So time for Brandon to toot his own horn here. But so Caleb had the mapper up to check, but I guessed all of these right. Norwegian gem. Actually, I don't know what that is straight out there next to her, but that's interesting. That is Carnival Celebration. Allure OCS of the Seas. Actually, I just now noticed that one too, that little tiny dot. And then way out here is the new Staten Dam.
If you don't know this music, you are too young.
Alrighty, and we were back from the main dining room there in the Versailles restaurant. It was a very, very good dinner. As you saw, I had the French onion soup, the Alfredo, which I told them. So it was a French. It was a mushroom shrimp Alfredo, but I told them I was allergic to the mushroom and shrimp, and so I just got a plain Alfredo, which is awesome. So we had that, and then we had just like an ice cream for dinner or for dessert. So we just had like an ice cream for dessert, but awesome meal up in the main dining room here on board the Norwegian Star. And it was just gonna vibe around the ship for the rest of the night and just kind of hang out for a little bit. Again, these small ships are a lot different than the mega ships. There's not a whole lot going on, but I've actually come to really enjoy that, just kind of relaxing and not doing too much on these cruises. Very traditional and just old school feel in this ship. But anyways, we're gonna hang out around the ship and just kind of vibe and relax and have a good evening here on board the Norwegian Star.